Hello again. This is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, and today we're going to talk about how to build a dry stream bed. Now, a dry stream bed is something that's more common here in the West than it is the eastern part of America. But basically, it's a bed that doesn't have water running through it on a regular basis. It's used for one of two things here in California. One is a focal point of the garden, as you see in this backyard that I designed, where it kind of cuts through a putting green area and ties the different parts of the landscape together. The second, and more practical, is it just serves as a way of getting water from one side of the landscape to a lower part of the landscape. So when there actually is a rainfall, the rain just doesn't flood the whole garden. It stays in one area and is a really good way to limit the amount of rainfall pouring into the street system or storm drains. So these are some different kinds of dry stream beds as you've seen, and you can even use recycled glass for a dry stream bed. So we're going to talk about the basics of what to do. First, I always like to start with a dry stream bed. I like to lay down that heavy landscape fabric over the entire area there. And then as you see in this one, I used the orange paint to paint the eventual path of this dry stream bed. Now we've laid in some of the bigger boulders to serve as the anchoring points and turning points of the dry stream bed. And we've also laced all the plants. So the plants have been planted, the boulders are in place. The next thing before we start adding rocks is to actually run the drip irrigation. Now, this is a succulent garden, so drip irrigation is a really great way, as I've talked about in previous videos, to irrigate the succulent garden. So you want to lay all that down, run the little emitters to all the plants, get that all ready for the big rock dump. And here comes the big rock dump. So for a 100 square foot stream bed, you're going to want about a half ton of the 12-inch to 24-inch boulders to anchor the points of it, and then about 2 tons of the 1-inch to 3-inch rock to form the base of the dry stream bed, a half ton of different kinds of accent rock, something that's a little bit pricier, a little showier to really sparkle the dry stream bed, and then finally about 1 ton of that 1/2-inch to 3/4-inch cobble, which is what you're seeing get dumped here. This guy's dumping the 1/2-inch to 3/4-inch cobble, and in this particular dump, now he's dumping the 2 tons of the 1-inch to 3-inch rock. And again, this size rock is kind of the basis of most dry stream beds. They're made from that 1-inch to 3-inch rock, and then you use all the other different sizes to kind of accent it and frame it. By the way, if you've ever wondered how they deliver all these rocks, notice that there was 2 different trailers, one that had the small cobble and the other one that had this larger cobble. Again, this is the 1 to 3-inch. So the way they do it is they actually have this ingenious system with the trailers in that they dump one and then they slide the other one into it using an ingenious hydraulic system. And then once it's dumped, they slide the other trailer back out so that they can then drive off. It's really kind of neat to watch how these drivers get all this rock dumped into a very specific spot. This particular dry stream bed, they used Mexican beach pebbles as the accent pebble here. So again, lay down the bigger boulders, lay down the 1-inch to 3-inch to kind of serve as the basis of the dry stream bed, and then you can accent it with other types of rocks. And again, this particular one we used Mexican beach pebbles, 1-inch to 2-inch Mexican beach pebbles, to serve as the accent rock. But as you've seen in these other dry stream beds, you can use a lot of different kinds of rocks, different color rocks, different size rocks. And then again, I like to accent these dry stream beds with plants. This one's a succulent garden. These succulents are going to really fill in. For the rock mulch of this succulent garden, we used the 3/4-inch Arizona cobble. It's very inexpensive here in San Diego because basically all of San Diego is built on Arizona cobble, so it's a very inexpensive rock to use for these dry stream beds. Again, a really small little dry stream bed in this particular video. As we get to the next one, you'll see some larger ones, but it's basically the same principle, and that you use the larger boulders on the outside, the medium-sized rocks to form the bases of it, and then in the middle you fill it with accent rocks, and then finally the small little cobble to get through it. Well, that's basically how you do a dry stream bed. They're wonderful little features for your landscape. Thanks so much for watching. That's all the time we have for today. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to get more of my garden videos. This is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying thanks so much for watching.